Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to the next installment of Spooky's House of Jump Scares, or rather my Let's Play of said game. Today we're going to be clearing, hopefully at least, room 300 to 350. Ooh, new texture. I just love the variety in this game. You're never quite sure what you're going to be up against. And the fact that they change the environment and the music so frequently, and the sound effects, it leaves you guessing, and I really appreciate that. It's a really good horror thing you do. There was a better way to phrase that, I'm sorry. Ooh, ritual chamber. But just afterwards, he came running into a river, crying and wailing that his children were being drowned. He drove into the river, trying to save his possessions. The townspeople were bitter and still angry, watched him frantically thrash and dive into the river until he never came back to the surface of the water. I feel like that's a continuation of a story I didn't get to read. One day, a strange merchant came to town. He sold handmade puppets and trinkets, and all the children loved his store and his gifts. But the town couldn't support his store because the other shops were failing. The other shopkeepers became jealous. So one night, some townspeople took all of his puppets and threw them in the river. Oh, well, that's sad. Are those masks his puppets? Like, where am I supposed to go? Was there a key in this room? Okay, so that was a key. Although not what they wanted, the shopkeepers were satisfied. Years later, the children of the town began to go missing as more and more children disappeared. People began to find more and more puppets in the forest and around the river. These puppets seemed almost to look like the missing children sometimes. See, and now we're switching from like a visual horror to a like narrative horror. I really hope I wasn't supposed to interact with that puppet guy. Oh gosh, dang it, Stump. See, and even parts of this music sounds like sticks banging together. Oh god, I saw the puppet guy just behind me. Oh, jeez. So he just teleports. One thing about this game is when you run into a corner, it doesn't, like, you don't glide along the corner if you're hitting, like, if you're up against a wall going diagonally. Like here, if I hit forward, it doesn't push me diagonally along the wall, it just stops me. Which is kind of, it means that if you hit the corner of, if instead of like, if when going around a corner, if you hit the corner, you just stop moving. Which is kind of, like, it stalls you and makes your, like, especially on these areas where, like, I'll sometimes hit a corner and won't realize it. Okay, no, there's a little bit of slide, okay. But sometimes I'll hit a corner and I won't realize that I hit a corner and I'll just be stuck. Again, it's not a deal breaker, it's just a small thing I noticed that I have to watch out for. Like, I have to be really careful. It's why I don't like the pool rooms, because I have the kind of subconscious, although I don't think it's an actual game mechanic, I'm afraid that I'll fall into one of the pools. Oh gosh, dang it. See, those are so effective because you're scared of other things. But yeah, so in the pool ones, you're afraid of falling into a pool, or I'm afraid of falling into a pool because I'm not even sure there's a mechanic for actually taking damage for falling into a pool. But also it just feels like there's so many corners that I need to not get stuck on. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, another arcade room. We hit a 50 and there wasn't a save point. Interesting. Maybe there'll only be every 100 rooms now. That just means I really hope I don't die, because admittedly, it takes less than like 10 minutes to clear, 50 rooms, so it's not a huge time investment. But it's partially because I'm filming. I just don't want to waste your guys' time because I'm terrible at video games. Oh, maybe they did every 75 rooms. I have no idea. All I know is that I hope there are save points. So I think the circles in the ceilings indicate that the spider things are in those rooms. But I'm not sure, because I generally don't hang around long enough to find out. I'm about due for, like, cute jump scare, I think. Oh yeah. I'm hearing a sound I haven't heard before. Oh gosh, dang it. See, just throwing out a sound that I hadn't heard before meant so much more because I was waiting for something that I didn't know before to jump out. Just like those cute jump scares, they do an excellent job of highlighting when you are properly prepared for a jump scare. Okay, so that didn't have any new information. I don't think. There might have been like one new creature, but I'm past it now, so. I didn't notice there being any more creatures. And now I don't think they can really have anything threaten to kill me, because if they did, because like there hasn't been anything in like 30 rooms, and if they all of a sudden did as soon as you're about to hit a checkpoint, it would be kind of unfair almost. So I feel like the next 10 levels are going to be like relatively safe. They could definitely throw in something there, and it wouldn't be like unfair because each 100 rooms is so short. But it also seems kind of like it'd be weird to do it. Sometimes I talk about like fairness in games. I generally just mean if games just feel like they're wasting your time, in the sense of they make you die in a situation that such that you have to go back and do a bunch of stuff you've already done. Alright, and that's it for this episode of Let's Play Spooky's House of Jump Scares. I hope you enjoyed it, and next time we'll be clearing rooms 400 plus, and I will see you then.